This is the great Indian Thar Desert in Rajasthan, one of the most dangerous locations where fast-moving sand dunes along the Indo-Pak borderline has thrown up unprecedented challenges for the BSF. In this very special episode of the National Security Series, we see first-hand and unseen areas of sand dunes, fast-moving sand dunes, and see how BSF is guarding this difficult territory along the Indo-Pak borderline. Desert. Area of extreme hardship. Wide empty spaces. You get lost. Living in solitude. Life here is difficult to survive. This is the fabled Great Indian Thar Desert of Rajasthan. It is the place of an exclusive natural phenomenon on this planet, the famous shifting sand dunes of the Thar Desert. They are found only here. And this part of an extreme climate is also the place where many believe the mysterious Saraswati River still flows just a few feet below the burning desert. Deep inside the no man's land area, these shifting sand dunes play havoc. If you happen to go there, every step has to be carefully taken. This place is also dangerous, but packed with unending stories of valor and sacrifice. Not many venture out here except these men in battle fatigues, the men from the BSF, the Border Security Force. Located along the highly volatile border fence facing Pakistan, Thar Desert in Rajasthan is also the same place where nobody wants to go. In this exclusive coverage of our continuing series on paramilitary forces guarding India's defense lines, we take a rare look into the remotest part of Thar Desert and place cameras in areas as never seen before, all along with the BSF. This footage in this episode is exclusive and only on Rajya Sabha television. Reportage from the hitherto unseen areas inside Thar. Sand turns into golden blush yellow the moment sun rays fall on them. Assigned to guard this difficult point in the Western Theatre, the desert in Rajasthan is an extremely dry place where every drop of water is measured in gold. Only very few survive and live in Thar.
इस रेगिस्तान में पानी की कीमत हमसे ज़्यादा कोई नहीं जानता है, क्योंकि एक जवान को अपने साथ ड्यूटी के कम से कम 4 से 5 लीटर पानी ले जाना पड़ता है। इसके अलावा हमारा काम चलता नहीं सर। पानी मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट है यहाँ पे सर।
No one has been able to predict the next movement of shifting sand dunes, an unusual natural phenomena that happens only at two places on Earth, the Sahara Desert in Africa and here, at the heart of the Indian desert, the Thar in Rajasthan. Location is about 100 miles outside Jaisalmer. Ever since the demarcation of the international boundary between India and Pakistan after the 1965 war, remote and inaccessible part of Thar Desert has been a trouble spot with our unfriendly neighbor. Terrorists and smugglers from Pakistan target this area of shifting sand dunes to infiltrate India. Shifting sand dunes has also taken its toll on border pillars. When buried under the sand, special tall iron masts are placed on the top of BPs or the border pillars so that both the BSF soldiers and the Pakistani Rangers have clear markings to denote each other's territorial limits. After 26/11 Mumbai attack by Pakistani terrorists, vigil along the entire stretch of western border has been scaled up. The fence here is tightly sealed. Whenever sand dunes play havoc and engulfs these tall fences, BSF troopers quickly erect the new ones and simultaneously removes all the sandy coverings. क्या इसकी खासियत है, आप जो बता रहे थे?
ये सैंड ड्यून शिफ्टिंग नेचर के हैं। ये अपनी हवा के चलने के कारण अपना स्थान बदलते रहते हैं। जैसे अभी उस दिशा से हवा आ रही है तो ये वहाँ उस डायरेक्शन से उड़ के आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। जैसे इस डायरेक्शन में आपको मिट्टी गिरती हुई दिखाई दे रही है,
ये एज से जो बिल्कुल
मिट्टी गिरती हुई दिखाई दे रही है। इसके बाद में ये आगे बढ़ते रहेंगे। जैसे अभी ये सैंड ड्यून यहाँ पे है, ये आगे बढ़ जाएगा।
यहाँ पहुँच जाएगा कितने दिनों में, कितने?
ये हवा के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है। जैसे अभी सर्दियों में काफ़ी धीरे चलेंगे, लेकिन गर्मियों में एक रात तक भी आगे बढ़ जाते हैं।
एक रात में आगे आ जाएगा?
बिल्कुल, एक रात तक ये आगे बढ़ जाएगा और ये यहाँ से पूरा गायब हो जाएगा।
मतलब ये जो है फिर ये जगह यहाँ खाली हो जाएगी?
यहाँ खाली हो जाएगी। जैसे अभी ये बीच में ये खाली है, वो ये स्थान यहाँ पे खाली हो जाएगा। ये अप है, वो आगे डाउन हो जाएगा। लेकिन इसका कोई निश्चित पैटर्न नहीं है।
समुद्र की लहरें की तरह दिखाई दे रहा है, इतनी स्पीड से ही है।
ये कोई इसका कोई निश्चित पैटर्न नहीं है कि इस डायरेक्शन में खाली होगा, इस डायरेक्शन में जाएगा। ये कहीं भी जा सकता है, कहीं भी रुक सकता है।
Yesterday this mountain of sand was here. In the evening it began to shift and next morning it has changed its location, all under BSF watch, day in and day out. While on a visit to a classified location deep inside Thar, RSTV found one BOP about to be run over by an advancing sand dune. New safe location has been found for this remote BSF post. Administratively, BSF called this area as its Rajasthan frontier, spread over Bikaner, Jodhpur, Jaisalmer and Barmer sectors. The IB, or the international boundary in Rajasthan, is about 1200 kilometers long. The entire sandy area along the tense fence is a notified area, meaning no one can go in or come out without the permission of the BSF. In the dead of night, special care is taken of this tricky border while keeping eye wide open, even on a camelback. This platoon has just left its station to hunt down any unwanted element crossing into India. These floodlights are lit every night along the Pakistan border. Many portions are fitted with latest sensors to detect any unwanted movement. And to keep the morale of forces in high spirits, top leadership of BSF is often seen visiting forward and remote BOPs or border observation posts, as they are known as.
If you look at the deployment of BSF, we'll find that almost in all kinds of geographical conditions that exist in our country, BSF is deployed. On one hand, we have snow-clad mountains in Kashmir. We have Run of Kutch, marshland, absolutely no vegetation, no vegetation. One of the highest salinity in the world. If you go to this, where we are in Rajasthan, here the vagaries of weather are so extreme that in winters the temperature goes to 0 degree, whereas in summer the temperature goes up to 50 degree. It's a blazing heat, and our people
of 50 degrees.
50 degrees, yes, from 0 to 50. Yes, at a display. This time of the year the weather is somehow good.
Truly said, BSF soldiers are guarding this extreme place with all their best survival skills. They know which local root or which shrub contains life-saving pulp.
What is most amazing about this force is that people are so well trained and so well motivated that they can brave any kind of hardship, any kind of geographical condition, any kind of terrain that they can live in. They can perform their duty, and they perform their duty with utmost sincerity and dedication. That is the best part of it.
For each and every soldier in the desert has to stay put for some time in these tall observation towers. They may vary in shapes and sizes but are well stocked. There is even a cool place inside one corner to take a well-earned rest. And few on-the-spot improvisations keep tensions of life away. Well, there are just a few other means as well to kill the solitude, like this kabaddi match between the two BOPs. Who would have ever thought to stage one such game of kabaddi right in the middle of desert, with no other human being around at least 100 miles in radius? The barracks at these forward locations are compact and cozy. Soldiers are ever ready to scramble for action. Even that means putting on each other's uniforms.
भाई तेरा नाम क्या है?
मेरा नाम कांस्टेबल नासरुद्दीन है।
अरे अभी नया प्लेट तो देख, किसकी वर्दी पहन ली भाई? अरे ड्रेस को चेंज करते हैं, नेम प्लेट चेंज कर देते हैं।
Footprints and tire marks that are created vanish within a matter of minutes in desert. Movement is restricted. Border Security Force has found a way out to navigate on the sand. What comes next is truly stellar. To conquer the Thar Desert, BSF has acquired a new world-class four-wheel drive which runs very fast on sand dunes. With BSF troopers mounted on these fast-moving vehicles, it's difficult to beat them in their game. This desert buggy is a runaway hit in Thar. Soldiers just love it. It's very fast. Minimum speed is unimaginable, kilometers per hour. And it can go on to touch even kilometers per hour. And if at all it is ever grounded, evacuation is simple. Just shake it from here, shake it from there. Just play around with little sand and the desert buggy is back in action within minutes, within seconds. And this exclusive desert speedster took us to that part of Thar that has never been captured by any television crew. BSF calls this area as the jewel in the crown, an absolute miracle in the middle of extreme desert. An undulating stretch of green patch in golden sand. Sweet water, believe it or not, is just available few feet from the burning surface. Not just at one place, but all this. This appears to be a dried up water channel of mystic river Saraswati. References about Saraswati flowing in this part of India are mentioned in Vedic literature. Trees appears to be very old and holding on. Antecedents of all local are known from head to toe, and BSF soldiers go extra mile to take a good care of local population. This watering hole is the only source of life-giving water for local population. They have come from far to fetch water, and water they got.
ये साहब इस रेगिस्तान में देखिए एक चमत्कार ही है, क्योंकि ये लंबी पट्टी है, इंडिया से पाकिस्तान की तरफ को जा रही है और काफ़ी लंबी पट्टी है, छोटी नहीं है, करीब ये 1 किलोमीटर चौड़ी और लंबाई में तो पता नहीं कितने हैं। इसमें पूरी हरियाली है और इसके चारों तरफ जो है दंड यानी बाहर में इसके काफ़ी बड़ा रेगिस्तान है। ये एक अजूबा ही माना जा रहा है। यहाँ पर जब फेंसिंग लगी होगी तो 20 फीट पर जो पानी निकला हुआ, 15 से 20 फीट पर, जिस पानी को हम कैंप के लिए इस्तेमाल करते हैं।
No one is prepared to lower its guard on this side of the fence, while our unfriendly counterpart Pakistan rewards its non-state players who try to cross into India. But that is easier said than done. BSF has literally sealed every square inch of the border here. Elsewhere in Rajasthan, good rains in the last 4 years and steady flow of water in the Indira Gandhi Canal has done wonders for the desert. Large desert patches have turned green. In fact, when RSTV crew was in Bikaner visiting forward BOPs, desert was nowhere to be seen. Arid zone has just turned into semi-arid and semi-arid to lush green fields. But Thar remains Thar, absolutely celestial. Summers or winters, BSF troopers are well taken care of. Office orders from North Block are crystal clear whatever happens in whichever weather conditions. BSF soldiers just cannot ill afford to lower its guard, even in shivering cold. was a super exclusive episode on the BSF's deployment in the Thar Desert, a place where no one goes to live but for the BSF troopers. With my cameraman colleagues Dushmanta and MS Suresh, this is Vineet Dikshit for the National Security Series. Thanks a lot, sir. Speaking to Rajasthan Hotel has been a pleasure. My pleasure.